All right. Hey, everybody. This is Chase Delperdang, team leader of Keller Williams Southern Arizona. I'm here with Darren. We are bringing Darren out in just a couple short weeks to teach us probably, in my opinion, one of the most important classes that you can teach for your business going on in the future. And the reason why we do this, talking about 2018, I know that we're kind of wrapping our heads around trying to finish 2017. But we need to plan ahead, and that's why we're bringing Darren out. Darren, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, a little bit of your background history, and a little about what you're bringing to the desert in a couple weeks.
All right, Chase. Yeah, happy to do that. So the course is the MREA Business Planning Clinic, and Chase is right on the mark. You know, having the conversation in late October is perfect time of the year because we know that the results of our business show up roughly 60 to 90 days based on the activities that we do. So if we want to start the year strong of 2018, it's really about having that conversation and getting clarity in the fourth quarter so that we've got that momentum moving into 2018. Who I am, I guess I'm one of the international master faculty members for Keller Williams University. I've been active in residential real estate since 1989, so this is my 28th year. And for the past 15 years, actually, I've served as an operating partner for two Keller Williams market centers in Madison, Wisconsin. I've been a MAPS coach, BOLD coach for a number of years, and I really, really, really love this course because what happens with the day that we spend together in business planning is you walk out of there at the end of the day with a solid plan in each area of your business to make certain that you know what you would have to do in order to hit the economic goals you set for yourself for 2018. And that's really what this course is about. Regardless of where you're at, as far as what that goal is, it might be to generate $100,000 in your business in 2018. It might be $2 million. The planning that we walk through the day will work for you no matter what that goal would be.
Absolutely. And looking at the course and what the background is this is not something that is specific just to Keller Williams. Yeah, this is so talk about a little bit about, if you don't mind, kind of the background of what you're going to be studying.
Yeah, really what we're going to do is we're going to look at the four models from the book, The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. So it's the economic model, it's the lead generation model, it's the organizational model, and it's the budget model. And that is not company specific by any means. It's real estate business specific. And our belief is that regardless of who you might work for, those four models should be in play in planning for your business for any given year, actually. And that's really why we break it down. And so we start out with the economic model. Then we take a look at the lead generation model and what would have to happen from an activity standpoint on a daily basis in order to hit the economics that you've set for yourself. We then look at the budget model to say, how do we hold ourselves accountable to it? And then we wrap up the day talking about the organizational model. And that's really the who. Is it me as a sole agent and a sole practitioner in my business to get me to what all those other goals would be, or my first time to make my second hire? Is it time to make my third or fourth hire? And what does that look like as we move through 2018?
Yeah, and I think a big misconception is that the MREA, or the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, is a Keller Williams book. As a matter of fact, Gary Keller, when he wrote the book years ago, went to the top producers in all brokerages, independent, massive, large, everything. So this isn't a book that's just for Keller Williams. This is based off of the industry, of the most successful people in the industry.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And and the book was written published in 2004. One of the things that I will share would be the changes based on that 13 years or so of time that have happened. And we'll talk about what I'll call MREA 2.0. And basically where the bulk of those changes occurred slightly in the budget model as we studied top performers throughout the industry, again, from all companies. And then the biggest change really are in the organizational model. And we're going to talk about that as we wrap up the day together for that clinic itself.
That's awesome. And we want to make this so that we can get as many people in the room. And, it's $50. So this is Darren, when I say it's $50, what's your response to that?
Well, here's the question I always have is, how would you like to wake up on January 2nd so solid in knowing that your business plan is in play, that whatever that goal for revenue was for you, it'll happen.
Yeah.
And and here's really what this does. This eliminates that idea that being successful in this business is about luck. It eliminates that idea that being successful in this business is about, maybe some deals fall into place and all of a sudden I've got revenue. This is about a solid business plan that is so simple that when you work it each day, the results will be there, regardless of the economy, regardless of what interest rates do in 2018, all the other factors that might come into play. That's what this is about. And so the question becomes, would it be worth investing $50 and one day to have that certainty on January 2nd? And, I don't know about anyone watching this. I don't know, if it were me, though, I'd say that's a pretty low price for that level of certainty, and, sign me up.
Absolutely. You can't afford not to do it.
That's very good.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're super excited to have you coming out, Darren. Darren, you're a literally international speaker. I saw that you were in South Africa a couple months ago, I believe, and you're walking, following you on Facebook and whatnot. You're living a life by design, and being able to travel to Haiti, I believe it is, and do work there. And I don't want to speak for you, but if you didn't have your plans in place, I don't think that you'd be able to live the life that you're living. Is that correct?
No, that's absolutely correct. And here's the thing I'll share too is, when we talk about business planning, someone might say, well, I'm not a numbers person. And I'll share with the group, I'm not either. Other than these numbers and the numbers of business, which really, as a non-numbers guy, I work really hard to make sure that it's understandable and that everybody who attends the course will understand the cause and effect of these few key numbers, and really only focusing on those allow that opportunity to really build a life by design, as you mentioned. And you're absolutely right. I mean, the opportunities have been endless for me, and that's only because I've been able to work towards mastery in a few key numbers in my businesses, such that they fund those opportunities to do all these other cool things. And that's really part of the conversation we'll have that day as well. Absolutely.
A business worth having and a life worth living. So I'm going to post the link below this video where you can come and register. Darren, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it. Can't wait to see you in a couple weeks, and we'll have a packed house.
My pleasure, Chase. I look forward to seeing a lot of folks there and sharing what I can.
Awesome. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.